Hi, welcome to BONITA'S Kitchen and thank you for joining us. Well, today I'm excited to bring to you a recipe that you could use up some of your leftover ham. So hopefully you're like us, and after you cook that big old ham on Sunday or whatever day you've done your big old cook up, and you've left some for other recipes. So this recipe today is going to be called ham tea buns. So if this interests you, stick around and let's get started. So now what I got here is some diced up leftover ham, and this is a picnic ham that we did on Sunday, and I froze it and saved some for this recipe and other recipes, of course. So it's about 1 cup. I'm going to slide this to the side and bring in our mixer, and we'll tell you what we're going to add in there. So now what I got here is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now you can sift it or just give it a little lifting like this with a spoon just to loosen up the grains. So we're going to toss that into our bowl. We got 4 teaspoonfuls of baking powder. And toss that into our bowl. Half a teaspoonful of sea salt, or you could use a salt of choice. And I got here 2 tablespoonfuls of packed brown sugar, and the packed brown sugar is going to give this the caramel taste that you would have when you're baking a ham. Toss it on in. Put down my mixer and just whisk that around for a moment just to get those ingredients blended together. Alright, so that's all we need to do there. I got a half a cup of cold butter, and I got it cut in cubes. You toss it in there. Now you could do this by hand if you want to, or use your mixer, and we're just going to pulse this till it starts to crumble in that flour. Okay, so pretty much, I'm just going to take this off for a second. It's going to look something like this, and even a little bit more if you can break that butter down so it's equally distribute through the ingredients. And then what I'm going to do now is reach for 1 egg and some milk, and I'll tell you how much that is. So I'm going to crack 1 egg. Now I got 2 eggs, but 1 is going to be used for putting glazing over the top of our buns, tea buns. So you're just going to mix this lightly, and I'm going to put a small amount of milk. I got a half a cup of cold milk, and usually we use evaporated milk, but you could use a milk of choice. So I'm going to put down my blender again and gradually mix this in. So I got the rest of that milk in there too, and I don't have it whisked until it's all together, because I want to add in there that 1 cup of ham. I'm going to see if I can go this way so I don't be in your way. So it's about 1 cup of diced ham, and as you can see, it's just little chunks, and toss it right on into the mixer. I'm just going to lock down my mixer and turn it on. I have a little bit extra flour to the side if you need to dust it a little, but I'll show you that. Okay, so that's all you need to do there. I'm going to remove the dough from this little handle, take it off, and I'm going to bring this out onto my countertop, and that's when I'll use a little small bit of flour. So I'm just going to do a dusting of flour on my board, and then take out that mixture. Now just look at this. Isn't that just lovely? All of that ham in there, this savory bun you're going to love. So you want to make yourself a nice pot of soup, so you're getting ready for it. Now you can roll this out into a log, and I'll give you the measurements, and cut it off in pieces, or you can just take pieces like this to put in there. But I'm going to roll it out into a log so that I can cut off equal pieces, because in that way you got equal baking time. I'm using a glass Pyrex pan. You can also do this in your cast iron pan. So we're going to measure this out to about 11 by 2.5. And then what you can do is take your knife. It makes about 12 to 15 tea buns. So you just take your pieces and cut all the pieces first. And then that way, if you gotta take some from the other, you can do it. And then I'll show you how to line it in your pan. Pretty much I'm just going to roll it into a ball and put it in the pan. Now if some of the dough seems smaller than the others, take it from the bigger piece and then just make yourself a little ball. It don't have to be fancy. And I got here a baker's dozen, so I guess you all knows what a baker's dozen is 13 tea buns. So we're going to put that in there and then I'll show you what to do next. So do you know why they call it a baker's dozen?
I'm waiting for the answer on that one.
See, I mean, it always is important, because if you're a baker, or if you're a mom at home or a dad and you're just making some delicious food, if you're making 12, you're not going to break up that 12 to uneven it. But if you got 13, the baker gets to taste it. You get the taste so that you know what it tastes like before you serve it to your company. So you'll just tuck him in there somewhere so he's not lost, of course. He'll squeeze in there, but that's how many I got there now. And what I'm going to do is take this one egg and whisk it, and we're going to just brush over the top. Now what you're going to do is, after you whisk up that egg, and if you didn't want to use egg wash, you could use melted butter. That's fine too. But this just helps it, give it that golden brown on top. And the rest of your egg, put it towards your scrambled egg or something another, because you're going to cook it. So not tossing nothing out. So now let me tell you how long you need to bake this for. Be putting these delicious ham tea buns in the oven on a 375 degrees Fahrenheit preheated oven, of course, and it's going to be there anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes or until your internal temperature is 190. So I'm going to pop mine in there and I'll show you what they look like when they're baked. Our ham tea buns are baked. As you can hear, my buzzer has gone off. I'm going to take them out now. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. I'll bring you in closer so you can have a look. So now look at these delicious little ham tea buns. Now you know you can whip these up and take these to your next potluck family dinner, and it's from your leftover ham. So now I'm going to cut into one of them and have a little taste. Yum. Gosh, now you can see yourself making one of these today, I'm sure. Now I got myself a little pot of mint tea made here to have, and over here was that leftover egg that we had, and I put some cheese on it. So that's all you got to do. Nook it in the microwave for a minute and you're good as new. And you'll be able to, well, I don't know if you'll be as good as new, but you'll be in good shape. And then take some butter and put on the top of these little buns, and probably a nice boiler or a bowl of ham and bean soup. I'll share that recipe with you. Now I'm going to have a little taste right now. So now I'm going to have a little taste, because, you know, we waited long enough. Oh my goody Raymond. Dropped napkin, delicious. That savory taste of the ham, the hint of the brown sugar, not much. It's not a sweet tea bun. It's meant to have with soup or a cup of tea, of course. I can't wait for you to make it. 2 thumbs up, and our recipe you're going to love. So not a lot of work to making these. You can whip them up in probably 5 minutes. Leftover ham, store-bought ham, it doesn't matter. And if you got some frozen, just thaw it, cut up about a cup and put into this. Leave it in probably a little bit longer baking, anywhere, I'm saying 15 to 20 minutes. It could be 20 to 25 minutes, but just check, depending on your oven, of course. And that's it. It's as good as it gets, and we'll leave the recipe down below this video. So now we want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by here today, and we're glad you're sticking with us. You can also get this recipe today on our website, www.bonitaskitchen.com. You could send me a message at bonitakitchen@gmail.com. I can send it to you if you can't find it. And subscribe, of course, to our channel if you haven't already done so, or subscribe to our newsletter on our website. So before I go, I want to do a big shout out to our paid members. Thank you all for supporting our channel, and we do appreciate each message every week, and as well to our subscribers to date and our new subscribers. We thank all of you for following our channel. So of course I'm going to take the ham T-bun and run now. So
And I'm going to catch you.
you're going to catch me. So on behalf of myself
And me, of course.
Raymond and our team, and from our kitchen to yours,
You have a wonderful day.
Toodaloo.
Catch the bun delicious.
Tsp Sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's kitchen to yours. Bonita's kitchen.
Catch the bun delicious.
Yours.